Hey guys, long time no see. Just to bring you guys some updates. Basically something bad really happened to me, so I lost all my cards, and yeah. So all the deck profiles and stuff like I was doing, they won't be updated because my cards, I lost all of the stuff. But I didn't quit the game. I still have some cards left over, and I am still playing. Anyways, so it's going to be a deck profile this time. I did not do an opening video on this because I was a bit in a rush to open these when I got them. Anyways, there's really nothing to see, so I'll just bring you guys the deck profile. I topped with this deck in my locals 5-0, so I went perfect because our tournament is a Swiss 5 rounds, so I went perfect, which naturally placed me first. Anyways, so the set today is Wooser. It's a extra supply set thing, so it came with a trial deck and then sleeves and all that kind of stuff. Like sleeves is pretty good, and then deck box and this little figure of Wooser. Anyways, let's just get onto the deck right away. So for level 0s, I run 3 copies of the 3 arrows lessons Wooser. So basically this card is a 3k, but when other characters attack, it gains 1k. But when it declares attack, you check top. If you reveal the top card, if it is not a mystery character, which the whole entire deck is, if it's not a mystery character, you lose 2k power. So if let's say you have 3 and then this attacks and this attacks and this is 5k right now, I reveal as a climax or event and then I become 3k. But it could potentially stay at 5k, which is pretty good for a level 0, right? I run 3 copies of this assist. It's one of the best assists, I think, to ever. So basically, what it does is it's 500 assists in front, very normal. But at the beginning of Encore phase, if this card is standing, you can pay 2, stock, tap, and draw 1 card. So Wooser is only a trial deck. So and there will be no release after this. So basically, the deck have no search. The deck have no salvage, so this is what it relies on for getting hand size. I run 3 copies of this. This is a 2k, not a 2k, but when this is alone on the field, it's +1 level, 3.5k, so plus 1500. So it's a pretty good card, and it has hand encore. So it's just I run 3 copies. It's like if I can get it first turn, I just run it. Just. The encore effect happens anytime. It doesn't have a restriction of having, you only have 1 card in the field to have encore. It's not like Bakemonogatari. 4 copies of this Ottawa Mure Usa. So basically this card, when you attack, and then you can pump 1500 or something else. So it's just a really good power booster. It's useful throughout the whole game. That's why I run 4 copies of it. This is only level 0 that I run 4 copies of. This is a bad thing at the end, but so what this is a 4k, but then when it is reversed by in battle, not by battle, reversing battle, you take 1 extra damage from the top of your deck. So after you finish taking damage, you take 1 more damage. It's a bad card for late game, but you can play over it with no risk, and it's a really powerful. And there's no reason to not want damage at level. I mean, at level 0, sometimes getting stuck at level 0 is more frustrating than actually taking damage and leveling up. So yeah. Next, level 1s, I run 4 copies of the Ice Island Wooser. It climax combos with a 2k1, so code. This is the best card in the deck. Christmas cancellation notice. So it's a 2k1, so when it's on the field, when you play the 2k1, so when you attack, you check the top deck. If it is a mystery character, like I said, the whole entire deck is mystery characters. So if it's a mystery character, add it to your hand. So it's again hand advantage. It's kind of like but it's free. The effect is entirely free, and the character is free. So in a sense, it's better than like the salvage search because it's just a reveal top and add to your hand, right? But it's still a really, really good card. And yeah. Next up, for level 1s, I run 3 copies of this assist. On your turn only, 500 to the front. But the amazing thing about this is every turn, so basically, it has 2 effects. When you tap it, you put the top card of your deck under as a marker. right? So after you put it down as a marker, next time you stand, you tap again. This goes to stock. So basically, it's for every 2 turns you gain 1 extra stock for free, and it pretty much goes through your deck. So if you know your climax screwed or something, it can help you get through your deck faster. So I like combining, putting 1 copy of that assist and the level 0 assist at the back. I mean, so 4 copies of this 1/1 Wooser is just a 6/5 Clock Encore Wooser. That's it. There's nothing else special to it. It's just a Clock Encore Wooser. 2 copies of this event. So what this event is basically, it's a 1/0 event. It acts as a brainstorm in the deck because the deck has no brainstorms. I'm thinking about bumping this to 3. I really like it. So what happens is when you play this card, you pump 2k1 so to a character on the field. So like it's like a climax, but then it's not. You don't play it during climax phase, which is really good. But you have to take this as damage after you play. So you play it, add 2k1 to a character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, and then choose any mystery character out of the top 4 cards, and then dump the rest. So, like I said, if the set has no brainstorm, you need something like this to go through your deck faster. If you are, climax screwed over, there's no problem paying out climaxes if you trigger them because of the level 0 assist, right? You just like, I triggered climax, I pay 2, tap, draw. So turn the climax, like the climax in your stock into advantage. But this card, you take a damage after, so 2k1 sell to something, check top 4, pick a character, and then take a damage. So it's not usable. It's not very good for I guess after level 2, or maybe like basically like when you can't take damage is not good. But I don't know. I think having 3 will just up the consistency of having it. That's the thing. Level 2s, I run 4 copies of this Wooser. This Wooser is basically a change to a level 3. And all mystery character on the field gains 1,000. The level assist is a Wooser rare, which I will show you guys later, and it cannot be ran in tournaments, sadly. The other level 2 I run is 3 copies of the 2/1 3k counter. The set does not have a level 1 counter, which is a very bad thing because if people know Wooser, they will just attack you at level 1 with no fear of countering. Like, I really wish there is some sort of counter, even just an event counter, just so we can have the possibility of the counter. So the enemy, they don't know if you have that thing in your deck or not, right? But at least have it, even if it's bad or something. So this is level 3 that this changes into. It's a very simple. It's a very weird effect. Well, basically the first effect is simple. When you change it, or if you play for a hand, you heal. But the second effect is extremely weird. When you side attack, you pump 3k to a character on the field. So let's say you have 3 set up somehow, and then let's say the enemy middle is like 15k. You want to get over that, so you side attack and then pump 3k, so it's like 16k, right? That's assuming no assists. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy card. It's useful when you are side attacking, like I don't know, like side attack level 1 for guaranteed damage anyways, and then pumping a character off so you can beat over one of the biggest stuff, or speed over one of their stuff more safely. After those, this is what you should definitely keep if you can, as soon as you hit level, I guess 2 at the latest. You want this in your hand because this is a lifesaver. So basically what this is, you try to play your level 2 game by changing. You try to play your level 3 game normally, changing to that and playing that. And if the opponent wipes your field, because Wooser's power is not exactly super high, they will wipe your field. What you do is you play this card. What this card does is very, very trolly. So it's called Destroy the World Wooser. So when auto effect, when you enter attack phase, so that's after climax phase, I believe. So when you enter attack phase, you blow everything on the field up, except this card, everything. And then after you blow everything up, it gains 12,000 attack power, so 22k. And then it gains the next effect, which is when you attack. Let's say I attack for 2 damage, right? If the opponent does not encore the character in front of you, then that's 3 damage because it's direct attack. When you swing for 3, the enemy cancels it. You burn for another 3. So basically, whatever you swarm for, you burn. So it's a really good finisher as well. If you know your opponent have like not enough climaxes to cancel everything. So yeah, moving on to climaxes, there's nothing special. 4 copies of 2k1 so because the level 1 combo is extremely important. The rest of the climax have no combos. I just play them for utility. Bounce trigger, 1k 1 so, 2 of them. For the bounce, obviously. Plus 2 so. This won me so many games in the tournament. I'm not even kidding. Level 0, slap down 3 cards, plus 2 so, hit for 13 damage straight. That really helped me against one of my opponents that day. There's something else in the Wooser set that you cannot, that's not tournament legal, which is sad, but most of them have really broken effects, that's why. But I wish they can be used. I mean, I know my shop allows only 1, so whatever. Anyways, so I'll show you guys these. You cannot use them in tournament, but it would be awesome if you can. First one, level 3, 14 stock, 4 soul attacker, White Day's return gift, Wooser. So what this does is, the enemy in front of this character -1, so who the hell cares actually? Okay, second effect is, if this card is summoned to the field by any means other than the legit, you know, paying 14 stock mean, it's removed from the game. So what this card is basically, yeah, well, 14 stock is not that hard for Wooser, I'll just tell you right now. Second, the best effect. When you play this card legitly from your hand to the field, ditch 5 cards from your hand, put this to your opponent's level zone. It's like, it doesn't matter, oh, your opponent level 3? Boom, level up. Your opponent to level 4, he lost. Level 2? Boom, level 3. Like, even if it's 2-6, boom, 3-6. So it's just put into a level zone. That's why it's, you know, banned. This second card, 2-1. This is hilarious, and you can spam this effect. The 2-1 8k, you pay 2, go to the store and buy a pack. And then you can pick any character card out of that pack and put in, you know, on the field, anywhere on the field. That's it. Like, you get a level 3, you put it on the field. Oh, okay. You get a whatever, you just put it on the field. That's just brainstorm. You know, we don't have brainstorm. You can just, you know, yeah. Best sets are Vivid and Evangelion. This is our level assist. Sadly, it cannot be used. I don't think it's that broken, to be honest. I really hope this is actually allowed. So what this does is, when you do not cancel your damage, you may beg your opponent and say, please let me cancel. And if they say yes, you can cancel it. And then if they allow you to cancel it, and after the game finishes, go give them a shoulder rub. This card is hilarious. It's a 1/1 10k, which is broken as hell. The effect is nothing bad either. When this card is reversed in battle, so what you do is you take a trip. You just like, screw this game. I rage quit, and you just go take a trip. And then when you go take a trip, if your opponent comes looking for you, then you just end your trip and return. If your opponent does not look for you, then go around, do whatever. Like, you know, go to 7-Eleven and go buy something, and then you come back or something. Last card, very broken. When you come and play, you take a damage from the top of your deck, and you ask your opponent how many climax do they have in their hand. And then you can say, oh, you can guess if they're lying or not. You can say, oh, you're lying, and you get to look at their hand. If they are indeed lying, then they take the top card of their library and put it to their level zone. So basically, it's like, oh, you take damage, you look at your opponent's hand. Like, nobody will lie. There's no merit to lying. Like, if you like, no matter what, I'm gonna be able to look at your hand. There's no reason to lie. So that concludes the Wooser rares. Even though there's one card that's a tournament promo when the set was released, there's a tournament promo. It's a really stupid card too. It's broken. So it's basically a level 2/2. When this card is in the center slot on the field, when you level to level 4. You take him out of the deck. You send him to memory, and then the game never happened. You just restart the game afresh. Yeah, it's hilarious. This set is so true. Sadly, we cannot use those Wooser promos. I mean, I would really love to use some of those, but yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I guess there's not much else to talk about, but yeah. Well, I hope I can get back into this game because you know, because of the incident. But yeah, if you don't, you probably don't. You guys don't have to care. Well, I mean, I don't know. I wish you guys do care because that's probably why you're watching the channel, right? But yeah, thanks for the support, guys. I'll see you guys next time.